fastest road in the West. Man, you're not even faster than Toronto Mountain or Grand Valley, Willow Springs. Yeah, we've not been here in a while. Welcome to the middle of nowhere, or aka the place where all the car companies film their commercials.
And also where Ford versus Ferrari had some scenes filmed.
There's probably been a lot of things filmed here. You can probably get CGI to cover up the CGI to cover up most of the desert.
Yeah, probably.
Toyota. Never mind. We are away from Willow Springs, and I love the fucking dichotomy of the front four vehicles here. We have a truck, an old Mustang, a Viper Group 4 that started fourth, and Celica who's immediately fallen behind her two teammates, and a little tiny-ass Mini Cooper. And the POV truck is, in fact, a Toyota.
Thank God.
Not a lot of room left by that MR2. Colin Morris debuting a new Ford Escort in this race. Toyota! Toyota pickup truck. And Joshua Riggs with his second vehicle, keeping with Nissans. A 350Z for 640, I'm sorry. Yeah, that was interesting to see out my window. I mean, I guess if anything is gonna dip two wheels in the sand and be fine, let it be the Toyota mini truck, pickup truck.
We don't have a Toyota K truck in the series.
No, the mini truck would be something like a Tacoma or those old, like, 80s trucks that they had. I think the T1000 they were called. I'm having a moment with the cameras. There we go. So we got you and Isabel both starting your fourth consecutive race here this week.
Yeah, it was good to see her.
And she's definitely mellowed out, and well, she's actually leading. I remember you said that when will she get the podium? Well, she's competing with Bernice on home soil since she lives in a desert, but not this desert. Also Buck with a new car, also his first race with a new racing number since the driver that used to occupy 666 left at the end of season 3, and Buck only just noticed apparently. That was at least his explanation when he went to me to confirm the number change. So he ran the 660 at Deep Forest, and that would be his last race with that number.
It was something I wasn't even asked about. It was something he decided to fill out all the paperwork and just go straight to you about it.
I imagine you probably wanted to go to somebody that wasn't you, just so it's a little more official that way? I'm not sure. What the...
Did pickup truck just take a swipe at Celica? No.
Unless she was
never do that
blocked
to
late.
Celica.
No, she's doing that to Celica. Off goes the Mini.
Mini Cooper biting in the sand. Hey, look, a squirrel.
I wonder if that's because of the Sunday Cup.
Oh, yeah!
Yeah, Celica did just sort of drive straight through Riho in that race, and when you think about it, Riho finished pretty well in the championship finale. She could have easily won that championship if she was able to finish Watkins Glen, so... I can see the anger, but that one I can't really justify the way I can justify Buck, which is... I can't believe I just said that, but...
Speaking of the devil, and he shall appear.
Yeah, we live in a society where Riho Futaba is less defendable than Buck after sending Silica to Pontiac.
Yeah, I think the only reason she did not get into major trouble after this is because Silica only just slips through the sand.
Yeah, she was able to get the car stopped. And, like, I saw, like, big crashes on the notes, but it wasn't really specific. And I was like, well, I guess if there's anywhere to wreck somebody, you got an entire desert to get yourself back up, get somebody gathered back up.
As long as you don't send somebody to hit the miniature sand dune, you're fine. But if you hit that at speed, oh, you're getting sent to the moon.
Oh, yeah, there's like a bank outside the outside turn 2, which Silica almost got to. But now Riho is up to the back of a pair of Silica's teammates. Oh, let's speak it into existence. Sinon, did you hear me? And up goes the truck. Again, nothing out here to run into. Yeah, that was about as confusing for me as it was for anybody else, because I obviously didn't see what caused her to go out there. I just see the Toyota pickup truck just rejoining at an acute angle to the fucking corner I'm trying to make.
Yeah, remind me to invite Sinon over to the Demon Sports Garage for a cold one.
And we had to talk to both of them post-race. But yeah, it was also a case of like because Sinon
why happened.
Yeah, because Sinon did that and did the exact same thing that she did to Silica. It was kind of like penalties offset, replay first down sort of thing. Relatively close, but not really. Actually, Bell's got a decent lead. Bernice has got two out of speed cars to contend with. Not much happening at the front ever since Sinon deposited Riho. Riho's not got damage, so I can't talk. So she's able to try and get her way back up to the field and maybe minimize the damage anyway. As opposed to Silica, who I think her spin ended with her facing the wrong way, so she had to get the car, pointed back towards the circuit. But with the white flag in the air and a lot of space, we'll say, between Riho and the leaders, she's probably looking at maybe 7th? But even that's stretching it, because she's not really that close to 7th and 8th yet. She'll probably gain on them through here, because she's got, more traction than a car from 1959 and a car from 1969.
Nice.
Oh, for shut fuck. It is much closer now. Isabella's lost that lead, but there's only one turn left, and I don't think Bernice has a run on her. If Bernice can find it, she can go 3 in a row, or we might just have Isabelle with more than that podium you were asking about at the end of the race at the Deep Forest, and, find the apex.
Right. Bernice won Fuji and then won at,
Deep Forest. Drag race to the line, but it's gonna be Isabelle this time, barely. Also a drag race between the two Art of Speed cars, which Lisa is going to barely hang on to the podium over Sinon. 2.56 for Demon Sports, and I was correct. Riho did manage to get 7th, but the cameras didn't catch those overtakes. So, what do we got here? We've got Demon Sports beefing with AMT. We got the fucking clusterfuck between Bernice and Akari and Stephanie. We got possibly a bit of beef. Yep.
It's what's for dinner.
Between Isabelle and Iris and Dedrick. I don't know if the rest of Porsche AG really has the nerve to get involved in anything that might come from that. I don't even know if Iris particularly cares. It's probably just Isabel that's taking issue with that.
And it's only because Iris got involved.
Yeah. Isabel cares more about Iris getting hit than Iris probably did. And then now we've got just Riho, not even a team, a singular person beefing with Art of Speed, probably. Ay caramba. We are now going to Brazil. You visited, this is the 5th continent, I think. Yeah. We raced, yeah. We went from Australia to Japan to Asia, rather. Japan is not a continent, dipfuck. Australia to Asia to Europe to North America and now South America. So we are Mr. Worldwide. 5 continents in 5 days. It sounds like no.
Your math is kind of off.
What do you mean?
Australia, Asia, Europe,
North America, South America.
When did we go to Europe?
That would have been the 3rd race.
What is it? Yeah.
That's Deep Forest. That's in Switzerland.
Oh yeah, I was thinking it was the other. As you can tell, sleep deprivation and jet lag for being in 5 straight races is.
Geography. How do you have jet lag when you used magical demon portals to transport yourself?
The less questions you ask, the better, and also jet lag still exists. It's because it's the time zones, man. It's time zones.
Coward. We are green from between 2 lakes, and we're going to see off the starting grid that, yeah, you and Isabel started all 5 races this week. Probably because I imagine she probably just used the same portals you did.
Yeah, she, don't want to say she's been hanging around the eSports garage a lot more, but yeah, she was there a couple days just to hang out, and then the access to portals.
Oh, they're 3 wide. Good thing this TSO-20 that Rain is driving, as the POV driver, was able to outbrake you and Alice pretty easily. And then also me. Well, Xenon passed Riho with no drama this time, which either just means she was so much faster that neither of them even had a chance to take a swing, or Xenon decided the message had been delivered. Crossover attack. Isabel can win twice in a row and win the category. Bernice in this race? No. Well, I guess you can go 4 in a row, obviously, because she just lost. Alright. Beef is in fact what's for dinner. And Riho has fucked off.
Uh-oh.
Alright. Oh, she's waiting and she stopped. And Hanyo's gonna drive right into her. Okay. I thought Riho was a little calmer than that, but here she is throwing a temper tantrum 2 days in a row. She turned it on purpose. You can see the steering wheel, and then obviously Rain also turned into Riho on purpose. But yeah, this is what Rain sees heading out of the final turn. If that Delta's not 4-wheel drive, that's a fucking suspension right there, though. That's like a month off if Riho spins there. Instead, Well, now I'm kind of looking at this and I'm wondering what the fuck, is this is equally as dangerous.
If
Just
not
sitting
more.
there. Yeah, just sitting there. The only reason it's not more dangerous is just because we're going way slower at this corner. And then she starts driving. It's not even like she was getting payback on anybody. She ran into Haneo, who has absolutely zero relation to anything that just happened. That threw me off for a second. I didn't really register what car was doing that overtake. I was like, how the fuck did you break that? Oh, right, that GT1 car. Lightning is clawing his way through. He's trying to add another circuit to the back of his car. He almost added a dent to the back of mine, which I would not have been very happy about. He's starting to run out of room back there. He's added 5 circuits to his fucking resume. He did hit me there, but didn't do anything to my car. Already lost 1 Viper in the last month, pal. I don't need another. I didn't tell you about that, did I?
I think I heard it from, I think it was Thrasher spill some details, or...
Well, that would make sense.
Was either Thrasher or Ellie made it off commenting?
Ellie. That would be weird.
I don't know, somebody told me something about an incident in another country.
Might move to the second now. Never mind, Isabelle has more straight line speed, but I'm sure, yeah. No contest on the brakes. Yeah, so Rain also pit there. Obviously suspension damage from Riho deciding that Rain is not there. But I don't really think she's going to be able to do much from here, considering the next car along is on the end of that straightaway. The next car in her class is Juan Santo, creeping his way through all the hairpins. And I'm sure Juan Santo will be, you know, he's not exactly going to go slowly. So we're just going to have to look around and see what fights for position go on here. Well, despite it being your 5th race in a row, you're not doing amazing in this one, since you're behind me and Isabelle, and Car is a lower category than you. And this guy is technically, he's in 750R, not 750S, but, you know, we technically count that as the same class, even if in your head it's not.
Yeah, performance difference is almost too extreme.
Which is funny because 750R was designed to make it so that it was less extreme. It used to be way worse in the 750 class cars that were, you know, that are now 750R used to be so much slower that it was actually a hazard.
Yeah, because
and then there was so much.
Where it's like 675 to beat a car in the like beat one LMP cars.
Yeah, mind you, that was also at Le Mans, and the 675 class car in question had 1,000 horsepower. But it's very much a cherry-picked example, but the fact that there's an example for that at all is kind of an eyebrow raiser.
But still, high-speed tracks, 750R would still probably not win. But as a technical circuit like this...
Yeah, Xenon is uncontested right now. It helps that she got to the lead with, like, only, like, Sector 2 into the race. And Lightning and, by extension, Santo had to play a massive game of catch-up for the first 6 minutes, but... She's also running the fastest laps of the... Never mind, no, she's not. Lightning did just take 2 seconds out of that lead, but that lead is... about 12. So... Rain has managed to get herself to 8th. So she's at least, well, that's not what I expected. These cars aren't even in the same class, by the way. Barbara just tried to cross her over.
But you heard those tires squealing.
Yeah, there's no grip. It was not the smartest idea, but not quite the malice that we saw from your team. Anyway. You could have had a lap and you finally got by me, but it's not exactly a momentous occasion. I shouldn't have been able to hold you off as long as I did.
Yeah. You know.
You were finally ahead of everybody that isn't in your class, but you're a little behind everybody who's balanced around 750 anyway. And Rain is stalking in the distance. She has Alice, which I did not think she'd get this far. She might just get back up to the top 5. Probably will, actually, since she's faster than me and Isabelle. And she's gonna have one more lap here. Xenon is finding lapped cars. And only her, up to this moment anyway. You never cease to amaze me, Riho. The lane was open. If you're gonna put the car there, put the car into it. So now Barbara's had problems with both the other teams that were beefing before. She's been crashed into by Riho, and she crashed into Yuzuha. Is she about to, like, partner up with the Nitro Knights at this rate? Or, fuck, that's her own team, dumbass. With Artist Speed at this rate? My enemy is my friend, or something? Yeah, I was looking down there to point out, like, yeah, you can see how badly this has messed up Haneo's race with what Riho did after missing turn 1, is she's only now getting past 600 class cars. She's in a 675 car, and soon she will be getting, she has been lapped by Xenon, and Lightning is next in line. Barbara and Riho now a lap down from Santo as well. And it looks like Rain is going to be able to get at least to the back of her class. She might still actually not get last in it, which is kind of fucking nuts. She's not even running the fastest laps, she's just running them consistently, while everybody else is just kind of taking their foot off the gas. Rain is pressing onward. There she goes ahead of the Corvette. So that is 4th in class. Looks like Xenon will take a convincing victory here. In the Cadillac Hypercar. The closest competitor is about 6-7 seconds away. Don't say it.
Say what?
That's right. Oh, yeah, that's right, you're not, like that.
I have brain cells.
Damn, good shit on Tyler. Santo rounds out the overall podium. Lapping a car in his class, because I forgot, yeah, Riho's in a 750 class car, but because of her absolute incompetence, she's only going to finish about a few seconds ahead of the exact same car she's in, 150 performance points lower than her.
Skill issue.
Even if we don't decide to park her for a week, I think that's like... That alone is like, your career is over. If you're only barely beating somebody in the exact same car as you, but with like a fourth of the horsepower, you just need to consider just hanging it up.
Yeah. The steering meeting's gonna be interesting.
As for the other classes, yeah, Xenon wins overall, obviously wins her class by extension. Isabelle will go 2 in a row, winning her class over me and Alice, basically. It's going to be a battle. No, never mind, it's not a battle. It was not over by much, but Oh, that was pretty close, actually. But yeah, it would have been interesting to see how that progressed, but that race was barely over for Akari. So she's going to at least get a victory this week, just not the one she probably could have had if Bernice didn't decide she was playing a game of hockey. Dexter Rollins is going to win the 640 class by way of being the only driver in it this week. And Pepper wins 600, managing to finish ahead of 2 cars in a class lower than her, but that's besides the point. That's half Barbara's fault, but it's entirely Riho's, I would say. But, yeah, this 2-part
week.
chaos, yeah, God. Stewarding I'm not looking forward to at all.
I'll make snacks.
Find a fucking Tylenol while you're at it, why don't you?